What was it like being in Atlantic Union Bank Center for the very first time at that kind of capacity against that kind of opponent?
It was amazing. It was a huge crowd, as you all could see. And then for the outcome that we had, it was great.
Yeah, I think beautiful, like definition of college basketball right there. The storming the court, just them being active beforehand, even like 70 minutes before the game, like they were active, and it was a big boost of confidence for us.
Yeah, I agree. That's a great atmosphere tonight. It really helped us a lot during the game too. And yeah, that's college basketball. So we decided to play in. We had the corona, so it stopped everything. So we're just glad to have a big outcome like that.
Talk, that stretch at the end of the game, you guys went back and forth there for a few buckets between the two teams. Just walk us through that stretch there towards the end of the game, and obviously the big shot that you hit to, I think, make it a 3-point game.
That stretch is what we've been working for all summer. Like we're built for that. Just starting with road games, 6 a.m. conditioning.
Yeah.
It's a battle. I think we're all built for a battle. We're all together, and I think the shot that was hit was just the outcome of our hard work. Really, if I didn't do it, Chuck would have did it, or Votto would have did it. Somebody would have did it.
Chuck, being one of the in-state guys on this team, how much does it to you? Obviously, were you recruited by UVA at all?
No, sir, not at all. But this is a very big win for all of us, not just for me. But I had a lot of family here as well, so they just wanted me to come out with the win, and we got the win, so that was the main thing.
I guess I'll go again. Votto, no one had more than 9 points tonight for your team. To beat UVA and have no one in double figures, what does that just say about the team that you guys have?
That we can all score. We all believe in each other for sure. That's kind of the main big thing. We all believe in each other no matter who's taking the shot, or we all think the outcome is going to go in the basket. So, it just shows that we all believe in each other, really.
Vado, what was it like going down and then coming back up and getting back in the game and helping your team win it tonight?
It kind of hurt when it did happen. I had to go take a little mental break. But it came back. It's going to be a game where you get bumps and bruises, but you still at the end of the day got to fight.
You guys fell behind 10-2 early. What was kind of the mindset? What was said at that point? UVA went up pretty well early.
It's basketball, really. It's a game of runs. We all been taught that, from a youngin', really. So, we all knew it was going to happen. They was going to have a run, then we was going to have a run. It was just who really had to run first, and then at the end of the game.
And then just for any of you guys, what worked in terms of your defense guarding you pretty early in the first half? I think you held like 1 of 14 until they gave the buzzer beater before the first half. What worked for you guys?
I think we were all connected defensively, communicating, and knowing the scout report, and just playing hard. That's what it came down to, bottom line, and had a good result in the first half and in the end.
Yeah, what Talk said, and also, executing our game plan coming in was kind of the main thing that we focused on, especially on the defense end.
Yeah, kind of to piggyback off of what they said, we knew they weren't like a really great shooting team. So we know if we just execute our game plan, we'll have a good outcome.
Just what was it like having all the fans swarm you on the court after that just to celebrate the victory?
That was great.
No, you good. No, it just I haven't had that in so long. Like it felt great just to have all the fans and everybody come down and celebrate with us. We appreciate all of them coming out, so just be able to celebrate with them was big.
Yeah, we kind of heard going into the game that it was a rumor that even if we did win, they was gonna try to storm the game. Then. So it was great though for sure. That was my first time ever having that or being in a situation like that.
Talk. It seemed like early in the game you were kind of making a point to post Franklin up and take him inside. Did you feel like you could kind of make him uncomfortable by taking him underneath the basket?
Yeah, I feel like I'm a versatile guy, so sometimes, if I think a guy doesn't really want it, I could go in the post or bring him outside. So it all depends on, the personnel and the game plan.
This question is for Chuck and Votto. you guys have played your career on mid-major teams, and you've had to go on the road to play these types of games for the most part. What does it mean to you guys that UVA came to you and played? And Tony Bennett talked about how important it was for the state, kind of for UVA to come to JMU. What did it mean to you guys for them to come here and play you guys?
It was great. But at the end of the day, we know we can compete. So that's kind of the main thing. We know we're the same level no matter what. So as long as we believe in the work we put in, it's going to be great game for sure.
Yeah, this is my first time ever having like a big school come to our game. So this is our first one for me. But I wasn't really too much thinking about it. But, just wanted to just come out with the win regardless. Just execute what we're going to do and just come out with the win.
Yeah, one of the things I told the guys, before the game was that, had the opportunity to make a memory tonight. And, I thought if we played our game, we would definitely have a chance to win. And we made enough plays, and we did enough things to be able to win. And just kind of going against them, I wanted our guys to understand how difficult it was going to be. And I told them we're going to have to overcome adversity 3 or 4 times in the game. And sure enough, it started the game that way. We couldn't score. And it's my worst nightmare. I've been waking up in the middle of the night since the summer thinking about it. And then sure enough, you look up and we got 2 points and the game's been going on for a while. But our guys were getting the right shots. They battled. Our defense was tremendous in the first half. And then we made enough plays. I mean, Chuck and Talk made some incredible shots there at the end and made enough plays to get the win. And I'm glad our guys got a chance to experience this. And I'm also glad our fans got a chance to experience something like this because we're trying to build something here.
Shane, you want to start, sir?
Yeah, you've talked about wanting to build a program on defense and toughness, basically since day one. To do that tonight against a team that's known for that on a national level, like just what's it mean and what's it say about your guys that they bought in?
Yeah, I mean, it was a slugfest. I mean, it was not a pretty basketball game. And, I don't think it was so much the guys was poor offense. I thought the defense was tremendous. Theirs is always good. And we've leaned on ours this year. The first half, I really wanted to hold them to 11 points. And we made a ball screen defensive error there towards the end and gave up the 3. But for the first half, I mean, we really played almost perfect defense. And because their defense is so good, you almost have to be that way to be able to beat them.
I hope you'll take a question from out of town.
Yeah, I recognize his face.
Yeah. What kind of exchange? I guess there are a lot of stuff going on. Did you have with Tony, and what does it mean playing him coming in here and beating the Dukes?
I have the ultimate respect for Tony Bennett, and he was as classy as you expect him to be. He congratulated us and told we played a terrific game. And as you're somebody trying to build a program like we are here at JMU, you envy other programs and see what they did and try to see what the blueprint was. And what he's done at UVA is remarkable, that they're one of the best basketball programs in the country. And he was first class. It was great to be able to go against him and kind of be challenged in all kinds of different ways. But, it was about the guys on the court, too, that, the guys on the court, made plays and did things. And truthfully, it was so loud in there. It was hard to coach. I think it was on both ends. It was hard to communicate, hard to coach. And I was worried about that going to the game because I was like, they got Clark out there who knows Tony Bennett's thoughts before he's even going to say them. And then I'm screaming my lungs off trying to get, our guys in the right spot. But he was exactly how you think he would be, and I got just I couldn't have more respect for him.
That sequence towards the end of the game where I think you guys hit a shot, they hit a shot, you hit a shot, back and forth. Like, from your vantage point, was that just kind of just pure basketball being played out? Didn't seem like there was a lot of overcoaching right there. Like, what did you see kind of in that back and forth there the last couple minutes? Obviously, then Talk hit the big shot to put you guys up 3.
Yeah, it was a strange sequence. I thought when we executed our offense great, we weren't scoring. And then we would just kind of make these hero plays when we were scoring. Talk made, like you said, an unbelievable shot. Chuck made a really tough shot, too. And, it came to a moment in the game with the back and forth. At 3:33, we had a media timeout. And we were down 1 with the ball. And our guys, I wanted them to enjoy this moment. I wanted them to believe they could win the game. And I even forced them they had to smile at me or not at me, one of the two, that they believe they can win the game. And just to come out and be able to make the plays down the stretch were very hard. and we just made probably one more than they did, and it was that type of game.
Going off of that, what were those final seconds like? I mean, UVA had the ball. They tried to go for a really deep shot as time ran out. What was that moment like, watching that ball, watching it, not go in, and then next thing you know, the student body is just surrounding you guys?
Yeah, there's a lot of purple people praying those last 2 threes didn't go in, and I was one of them. We played really good defense, and if they made that shot, hats off to them. And we did everything right on defense, and sometimes it works out that way. I really did not want Clark to shoot the ball, and that was my personal preference. I just feel like he was going to will it in. He's just such a tough competitor. He's a champion. And, to get to the end of the game, they didn't have a timeout. We didn't have a timeout. And you think about fouling in certain situations, trying to do right. But with the noise and the craziness, this is hard to communicate. And our guys just did enough. We definitely did enough.
Yeah, in the first half, you guys took a 10-point lead into the locker room. Just how would you evaluate the play in the first 20 minutes?
Yeah, our defense was really good. And then I thought our offense settled into the game. Votto made a 3, I think, calmed us down. We missed a couple at the rim, missed some free throws. Just kind of we were too excited, I think, at moments offensively. But I think it helped us defensively. I think the fact that we were really juiced and excited probably made our defense that much better, probably hurt our offense. But in the first half, we settled into the game and did what we had to, and took a 10-point lead at halftime, and I was hoping it was going to be 13.
Coach, 2 from me here. First off, the court storming. Have you ever been part of something like that where you had to navigate yourself through throngs of fans on the court?
Well, as a head coach, you try to get out on the court storming. My previous experiences, whether it be an assistant or a player, I was right in the middle of it. So I love that our guys had a moment like that. And great for our fans. Our students were tremendous. I want them to keep coming back, keep making this one of the toughest basketball environments in the country.
And, you talk about building something. What does a night like this do as a giant leap forward? You're on national TV. You're probably on SportsCenter later. What does this do for the long-term goals that you're trying to create in terms of recruiting and the fan base here?
Well, it's definitely an attention-getting win. And, I like all the wins. Every win's hard, but it's an attention-getting win. And so it will help us in other areas. It helps us get attention. We're trying to build our program. We're trying to get notoriety. We're trying to recruit. And, those types of things, it really helps. As the coach and me, I was walking off the court, and I just was sitting there thinking the Radford game is going to be really hard on Saturday. And so, every single game is hard, and it's going to be a challenge. And I can turn the page quick. I got to get my guys to turn the page quick. I want them to enjoy this, but we got to get back to work tomorrow.
TA had that pretty clean look at tying the game late. What was your thought there?
The thoughts in my head was just like, please don't go in. And it was just I just thought he has clutch moments. And, you think about the roller coaster they've been on with their last 3 games. And the ups and downs where, they easily could have beat Iowa. They easily could have lost to Pitt. And they easily could have won tonight. So college basketball is crazy.
And then just to ask you about the 3-point defense you guys had in the first half, hold them to 1 of 14 from 3. What did you think your team did well?
Well, we sold out on the game plan of trying to force them to make threes. And I really think, they had some open shots that some guys can make. But I think as the game kept building up, it probably added more pressure to it and kind of helped us out a little bit. But our thing was to keep them off the glass and not let them get to the rim. And they were able to make some in the second half, and we told our guys, if it does take place, stay the course, stick with the game plan. Don't deviate from it.
All right, one last one. Appropriately content.
Yeah, could you talk briefly about scheduling this game, and did you have this in mind when you scheduled Virginia?
I can't take any credit for scheduling it. That was our administration. I walked into the job, and the game was already scheduled. The game was supposed to take place last year, and when the NCAA pushed back the 2 weeks of the season, this game was in that window, so we weren't able to play and reschedule in time. And, looking back, if this game was played without fans, everybody been missing out. you know, UVA, JMU, and everything else. Fans make basketball fun, exciting. You know, just add that much more to it. And, you know, thank goodness that we're able to play them and give UVA a lot of credit. You know, some teams could try to back out of games. And, you know, they came and played the game, and they knew it was going to be a challenging environment. And I thought they did, you know, everything they could have to have a chance to win. And like I said, it came down to just one play.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, thanks.